Light coming in is a major problem. I'm addressing this today. Our 39% chance of rain has turned into a very loud rainstorm this morning. I'm starting my day with some fresh milled bread and gravy. And I'm gonna go get some freaking blackout curtains because I've wanted them for forever. And I think it's gonna help me sleep better. It is time to go do my push-ups and my ice water bath, and here I am. I took the time this morning where I had saved a bunch of like tips and recipes and stuff that were some basic things, but I wanted to get them written down in a notebook instead of being saved on my phone. So I took the time to get those recorded because I am a paper girl. I am a notebook girl, okay? And I keep forgetting about them being on my phone. So after I go get some of my holistic stuff done, I'm gonna make homemade ice cream today. And you know what? I know I'm on a health journey, but my God, it's summertime. I have a husband that freaking loves ice cream, and I don't mind eating carbs. I don't mind eating sugars and stuff like that. I don't mind eating fruit if it's healthy. If it's not store-bought and a bunch of preservatives in it. You know what? This is my health journey. If it takes me forever to lose more weight than what I already have this year and to get stronger and leaner, then that's okay, because my mental health also needs me to be a regular person instead of this like guilt cycle, you know? So if I'm gonna have a treat, it's gonna be something that I make. FYI, 2 days of the ivermectin put right here. I had like a deep brewing pimple and that thing is gone. And so now I have some sunspots on the back of my hand. I am going to see how long it takes for those to go away, because my friend that's using the ivermectin, and that's just a dewormer that we got from I paid $8.25 for it. It's ivermectin, 1.87%, and you can get it at any farm store. But I've got friends that are getting rid of sunspots, and I got sunspots on my hands because a lot of times when I'm outside doing horse stuff, I've got long sleeves on, and so my hands have gotten more sunspots than my face has. I don't know if you can see that there's buzzard flying around, but we got our cows out over in that pasture, but that's also, there's a fence line for the neighbors. So I'm gonna have my husband do a cow calf check today. Not wait till those 2 flower bushes are just freaking out of control, like 5 foot across, and then I can take those flowers and make tea out of them. All right, I just did my push-ups, and now I'm gonna take the time to stretch for 10 minutes and then get into my ice bath, and then I can get along with all the things I want to get done today. Finished my ice water bath, ready to go get some dry clothes on. There's my husband. He went into town because he had to replace, what part did you have to replace?
A piece for the windshield washer on the truck.
It's like the 3rd time he's had to replace it. I told David about the buzzard incident, and he said that he counted them all last night, counts them every day. So, it's not ours. And I got this little dish. When we went antiquing, I got a little bit of turkey left. I got some cheese, some cottage cheese, some pepperoni. I bet I can make something. Let's see how this turns out after I put it in the oven for a little bit. Well, it smells good. All right, so this is what my ice cream maker is looking like. Let me get this thing cleaned up. All right, so I'm starting to make ice cream. I have 3 tablespoons of freshly ground flour in there, 2.5 cups of milk, and I just have store-bought milk. I don't have raw milk. Then it was 1 cup of, I have some pure cane sugar. And what else was there in there? Oh, there was 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I've got this on the stove on a low-medium heat. So I pulled that off of the heat and I had 2 eggs beat up in here, and then I added them slowly to this while I was going around with a fork, so then you don't have like floating egg in there. And I added 1 tablespoon of vanilla for 1 minute, and now I've got to let this cool before I add the heavy whipping cream. All right, after that had chilled, I added 2 cups of this, and I want to show you how, like, I don't know if you can. Oh, this is like super thick. I don't know if you can tell that. Like, it's thick. Anyways, now I'm going to put that in here. I've put ice on the sides, and I just added plain salt. Everybody thinks you got to have rock salt. Salt just lowers the freezing point of ice, so it helps it get even colder. Kind of like the concept of putting ice on, or salt on the roads. It doesn't melt the ice. It lowers the freezing point. So anyways, I'm gonna pour that in here and then put this on here. Boom. And then I'm gonna clean my freaking kitchen while this is going. All right, the lid goes on there, and then this will fit right on top of that. Okay, I need 2 hands. There's so many freaking recipes for how to do ice cream. I seen a lady that was using a half a gallon of chocolate milk and adding like sweetened condensed milk into it. And I'm like, woo, I know that's gonna be good. And people add all sorts of stuff. I got waffle cones, and I can't have those. My husband can, because it doesn't have fresh milled flour in it. So it will hurt me because of my MTHFR genes. And, but I find myself buying that stuff for him more, even though I can't have it. I don't know what's up with that. It's like I want to suffer or something. But then I got some Nutella, and I just sliced up strawberries and put some of that pure cane sugar on there instead of white sugar. So it's a healthier version. Anyways, so I think we're gonna have ice cream for dinner. It's like my health journey. I mean, I made that ice cream as healthy as I could, other than I didn't have raw, unpasteurized milk. I just didn't have access to it today. We had leftover taco meat that we froze, and gonna have that and homemade ice cream, and probably going to saute some squash that I grew. Oh, look at me looking gray. I'm the silver fox with Miss Jackson. Yes. Gonna go check on David. I hear his CNC going on. I know he's been wanting to make a charcuterie board, so we'll see what this looks like. And it's he poured the epoxy, so if you're watching this, he usually doesn't watch my videos all the way. You need to comment with nice compliments on his charcuterie board if I show you one, okay? If I don't worry about it. We'll save that. All right, he's not working on the charcuterie board. All right, I'm making nachos, but I sauteed squash, and I'm going to put that on there, and that is going to taste great instead of chips.